Hi everyone, I am Jeffrey. I just took some time and thinking about this one, so I'm not trying to screw up like I just did. This is my best and worst game I ever played on the N64. As usual, I'm gonna do the best, and then I'm gonna give you the worst. And yes, I know I talked about the worst way too many times, but you know what? I don't care. I just can't stand it. I really just can't. So let me get to the first one, the best one. I played a lot of good N64 games like Perfect Dark. Let's see what else. The Iron Man games, Mortal Kombat 4, and Trilogy. Duke Nukem 3D. I still consider this one a bit good, but I know all you were pissed off about this one. Doom 64, Killer Instinct Gold. And there was one game in particular where I always loved playing on the N64, even when it comes to multiplayer, GoldenEye. It's just that game is so awesome. I mean, you get 64 characters in multiplayer, you get 20 single player missions, you get all these awesome codes in your achievement menu. I mean, the whole game itself is made so good. Now, I even called this the best first person shooter I ever played. And it's my favorite James Bond game, so I know a lot of you agree with me with this one. Now, here's the one that I know a lot of you are getting sick of me talking about, but you know, by now you should know what the worst is, and yes, you should. Superman 64. Now, I already told you a lot of stuff about how bad this game is. I just found some more that is going to catch your attention faster than a speeding bullet. You would also notice that it gives you the option menu. You know, basically it gives you the language menu, and you notice that when they do this, you know, they're supposed to have some kind of difference when it comes to language besides the language as being different. Like for Resident Evil, in Japan, the game is about as usual, but when they bring it to America, they make it harder for us Americans, and you know, that alone it can be rather frustrating. And yet, when I played through the difficulties, and when I played through the languages, I noticed only the language was different. That is lame. Oh, and speaking of lame, there were two more adaptations of Superman ever made on the show, and they were both better than this. I gotta admit, this right here honestly shows that the people that were behind this game honestly didn't want to do the N64 and wanted to F up really bad. I mean, so bad that it even tops how bad that ET for the Atari 2600 is. Anyway, I also realized that another thing I didn't tell you is that when you actually do play the multiplayer mode that I've been telling you about, and you're like, oh, what multiplayer mode? Then you're gonna notice that you only get a handful of characters as well, and none of them are that interesting to play as. I mean, most of them are in their vehicles, ready to shoot each other. I mean, the controls in that alone are even worse than the single player game. And let's get to the options. I'm sorry, this is the most poor excuse of a game I ever even experienced, and I just can't believe it. Pause menu, there's too many options. I mean, what kind of pause and option menu are they running here? I'll tell you one thing, it's not a bar mitzvah. And sorry if that sounds offensive, but you know, bar mitzvah, you have to take a long time if you're Jewish, and basically and get ready for this. But this isn't a bar mitzvah. This isn't a decent game. And sorry if I offended to the Jewish people out there. I myself am part Jewish. You see, it came from my mother's side of the family. Well, the German part came from my dad's side of the family. So I am actually both German and Jewish, and I'm American. So basically, if I end up offending you guys, I'm also offending the part of myself. So I hope you enjoyed this, and I will try to find more bad things about Superman 64. Well, I did, but before we go, before I go, that you notice there's no background. I mean, sure, there's things on the ground, there's some things in the air, but when you think about it, that is a real pain that there's no background. And if you stay out of the rain for longer than probably a minute or two, you gotta do the whole thing again. Plus, you gotta go really fast. And like I said, the rains are a real pain.